What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. I realize that a lot of people that are watching this channel aren't into barbecue. So you know what we're going to do today? An oven-baked pulled pork. Now, it is possible to have some great flavor out of a pulled pork that's done in the oven. It's just not going to be the same flavor. It can actually be even more flavorful. So what we're going to do is we're not going to get the smoke. We're not even going to try to do that with any liquid smoke or anything like that. We're going to use other flavors to bring out the best in this pork butt. So I'm going to bring you guys in and let you see what I'm doing. Then we'll get it in the oven. So since we're not going to have any smoke flavor to go along with this, what we're going to do is we are going to use garlic, some serrano peppers, pineapple, onions, banana leaf, and we're going to be going with some Tango Joe or Tango Spice Midnight Express on this, and a little olive oil as a binder. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to kind of poke holes in this, and we're going to put in our peppers and our garlic in these holes. And we're going to kind of put them throughout the pork. And that's going to kind of cook in there. That's going to give us some flavor. It's not going to be smoke flavor, but I guarantee you it is going to be some flavor that you would not be getting. I guess you could do this on a barbecue pit as well, but this is going to have as much flavor as you need. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish getting this up, and then we'll be on to the next step once I get a bunch of this stuff inserted in this pork. So I have my garlic and my peppers all inserted on both sides of this pork butt. Now I'm going to go ahead and just rub it down with a little Tango Spice Company Midnight Espresso, excuse me. It doesn't need to be a heavy coating. I will be adding a little salt to this since it's pretty low on salt content. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to add any. We should be fine. This should be enough flavor. If it's needed, we can add some later. So there's where we go on that. Now, what we're going to do, here's another layer of flavor right here. So these are some onions and pineapple slices. We got pineapple and onion slices on both sides of this. Now we are going to wrap this in banana leaves. And it looks like one of my pineapples fell off here. No problem. And this part does not have to be perfect. We are going to wrap it in some foil after this. So we just want to, the banana leaves are going to give it an excellent flavor. So this isn't for show right here. This is more for function. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up in some foil, and then we'll get it into the oven. Here's what it looks like once it's all wrapped up with the banana leaves and the foil. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to be taking that till it gets to 200 degrees internal temperature. I'm just going to be using a regular thermometer to check on that, and I'm figuring that the first time I'm going to be checking it is probably just going to be about 6 hours from now. At 12:30, it is now 5:06. We are at 200 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and let this rest for about 45 minutes before I unwrap it and before I begin pulling it. The finished product. When I started pulling that pork, it wasn't pulling easy enough, so I knew it was a little bit undercooked regardless of what the thermometer said. So I put it back in for an hour, And when I pulled it, it came out great. Do a taste test on this. Now, you can tell there's some peppers and everything that's mixed in. I have some onions that were on the outside of it that I mixed in, so I'm going to kind of take a bite of all that together. Definitely get the heat from the serrano peppers. You can taste kind of a mild flavor from those banana leaves. Not pulling in too much of that pineapple, but garlic is mixed in there as well. So the garlic kind of roasted when it was inside the pulled pork, so when you pulled it, it kind of got immersed throughout the whole product. Excellent. I'll probably have this with like some tacos or something. You know, basic taco with just this and maybe some guacamole, maybe some sour cream. Anyway, this is a good way to still have a bunch of flavor. Not the same flavor as a, one out on the barbecue pit, just a different kind of a flavor. So if you don't have a pit, this is something I suggest. Or even if you do and you don't like smoking in cold weather, give this a shot. If you don't have the banana leaves, just go ahead and wrap it in foil. Should be pretty close. Anyway, thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.